Education in Lagos State witnessed a paradigm shift since the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the state government, in the bid to ensure learning continues during the lockdown, adopted the use of technology, including virtual classes, recorded classes on broadcast media, and mobile learning devices to teach the students. After the resumption of schools and having seen the importance of technology in learning, the state government, through the Ministry of Education, continued to utilize and improve the use of technology in teaching and learning. The official unveiling of the Digitized reviewed Lagos State Unified Schemes of Work and Electronic Tools for Teaching and Learning in Secondary Schools is a testament that the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration is intentional about delivering quality education in line with the theme's agenda.
Before, the scheme of work was just a list of topics. Oh, this week you are doing verbs or nouns. Now we are saying, okay, let's pick the day you are doing verbs. This is the objective. This is the reason why you are the teacher. Because I must emphasize again, the schemes of work are for the teachers. This is why you are teaching this verb. These are the learning activities that you should engage in that will help the learners learn. Because we don't want the learners to just learn. We want deep learning that will get deep into their psyche, that will enable them become lifelong learners and self-motivated, self-directed learners themselves.
We have escalated the learning objectives to produce higher thinking order. We don't want our students to just go to the classroom, learn, and regurgitate what they have learned in school during the exam. We want them to be able to think, we want them to be able to collaborate. We want all those infusion of lifelong skills that we call core skills. They are lifelong skills, they are not to be taught by the teacher. But we want teaching to involve all these things so that our students can come out better equipped to solve problems.
The Unified Schemes of Work is designed to revolutionize teaching and learning in schools.
The Lagos State Unified Schemes of Work is a groundbreaking statutory document designed to revolutionize teaching and learning in schools in Lagos State. The framework for the new schemes is geared towards promoting deep learning and for learners to take ownership of knowledge acquisition through strategies that reflect 21st century skills and international best practices.
Education is number 4 on the Sustainable Development Goal. And this is to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for us. And if you look at education today and you look at technology, we are one family.
Heads of schools and students speak on how the infusion of technology has impacted teaching and learning.
I don't believe that a scheme for teaching in the classroom just says, today, teach oral English, teach how to pronounce this or teach that. No, you are supposed to help the teachers develop lesson plans and lesson notes that really would reflect the realities of what the students are living. And so that's why I said, look, let's start to work on this. And I will say that it was not a singular effort at all. It was a lot of people thinking along the same line.
This new scheme of work has given everyone, not excluding the teachers and the students, even the parents, an opportunity to learn more about a particular topic. We also work in groups to learn more using technology, using the internet. Maybe we can be given an assignment, look for this particular subject. What can it do, especially mathematics? Mathematics is no longer bringing abacus to the class, teaching you how to count. It is more than that.
Normal classes are fine, but at a point it starts getting a little boring and usual. Because teacher will just come in, write on the board, give us assignments and go back. And then we're just expected to understand what she says and go. But then with the application of this new scheme of work, it adds all those learning activities that we can do in class to like brainstorming. It also adds core skills, the 21st century skills, all those critical thinking, problem solving, collaboration. So it pretty much makes the students involved in the learning process.
What we have today has made teaching very interesting. Teachers today, they are teaching happily and they are using all the resources. Now we have parents who are collaborating with the students, with the teachers. You know, when we're talking about molding the students, we are talking about all the stakeholders. They have to come together. All hands must be on deck.
When we talk about the changing world, we're talking about a world of information, a world of communication, a world of technology, a world of problem that needs to be solved, a world of digital literacy. And all this put in place, we have to move with the trend and with the tide, so the tide doesn't leave us behind.
The central theme from what we've heard so far is two things about the new schemes of work. It is more learner-centric, and that's the global best standard in education nowadays, that you allow pupils to construct learning for themselves, meaning that your job as the teacher is not necessarily to teach us to say, but to help pupils to learn. So you're leading them on a journey of discovery. Now, another central theme is that there is lots of additional support for teachers.
Sorry. God and for the service of mankind, all our stakeholders, the teachers, the principals, and our lovely children.
Has been made today in Nigeria. Lagos has set the pace. I can assure you that our teachers are up to the task and our students are ready. They are charged. If you listen to some of the students during the panel discussion, they said it has transformed their learning process, and so we expect a very big leap in our performance.
This is another milestone, and day by day I just keep loving my state, Lagos State, the more. This is going to be a combination, a synergy between the schemes of work for the students and the device that the teachers will use. It's going to be better in the sense that all the teachers don't need to be carrying the notes of lesson that we're so used to. This time around, they'll just be going with a beautiful tablet to execute their classes.
This initiative will ease the work of the teacher, because now we are just going to be doing the work of a facilitator, considering the fact that we are bringing all this the applications to make it easier for us to just watch while the students be active when it comes to participation. So it's not about the old way of doing things, and then it limits what you're searching for. You know, when you're trying to get your lesson plan, there's a lot of research that goes into it, but when you have this, that makes it easier for you to just, take it up, and it's in line with every other teacher.
At the end of the day, the students will be able to use the new scheme with the new device with e-books in the library to promote, to encourage, to give enabling environment for teaching and learning in order to have the best among our students.
To benefit from this digital age, we have to prepare our students to be able to live in digital age with the necessary tools. And one of those tools is the ability to use the digital equipment, to be able to use the digital field itself to achieve learning process.
This scheme of work is in line with best practices all over the world. This is the 21st century. So these are new unified schemes of work. It's like what we see in the British or American curriculum. Even here we have included the web pages where teachers could go to get resource materials.
It brings about ease of accessing information from the internet. It brings about a situation whereby the students can even go far ahead beyond what the teachers might have taught them.
Lagos has set the pace and to show the world that we can have our own curriculum which is tailored towards making all students to be relevant. Not all students can be academically good, and that is why the government has set the pace for entrepreneurship skills that is going to be tailored towards making the students a better citizen.
Also actually have the fulfillment of the plans of Mr. Governor, we just have to key into this program. And it will be of great importance because it will make our children in Lagos State schools be able to be part of those with the knowledge of education and technology.
It is about globalization. It is about digitalization of the students in the public secondary school. And I think that is what we are doing today. And we want to give kudos to the governor for that.
The digitized unified schemes of work are in alignment with the national curriculum of the Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council.